Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to talk about debugging in JavaScript. So debugging is the process of searching and fixing errors in programming code. So debugging is very essential part of any programming process. So we need to know how we can debug our code efficiently. So there are several different ways that we can debug our code. So the common one is to use the console log. So we can use console log inside our code and we can log different variables, their values and expressions to analyze the error in the code, but that is very outdated way. So if we have larger code base, then using console log can be a nightmare. And next we have the breakpoint. So we can use breakpoints inside our code and the code execution will pause at that breakpoint and then we can analyze the code. Like an example, we can use the debugger keyword. So the debugger stops execution of the JavaScript. So here we're using the debugger keyword, so our code execution is paused in that line. That's why you can see we have only two console logs and the other console logs are not executed yet. So if we click on resume, so you can see now our whole script has been executed. And also we can use the debugging tool. So major browsers provide us with the debugging tool, so we can use that for the debugging purpose, and that is the most efficient way to debug any JavaScript code. So now we're going to take a look at Chrome's debugging tool. So for that, so we can right click and click on inspect, or we can directly click on F12 to open the developer tool. From here we have to go to sources. So here we have all the files, so we have to go to the script.js. So there is our JavaScript code. So we can easily add breakpoints. So we have to click on the line number and we can add multiple breakpoints. Now if we refresh the page, so you can see our code execution is paused at the first breakpoint. And you can see here we have several different buttons that we can use to control the execution of the script. So first of all, we have this play and pause execution button. So this can be used to pause or resume execution of JavaScript code. So currently we are paused at that line. So if we click on this resume button, so it will pause at the next breakpoint. So now we are paused at the line 11. So if we click again on the resume button, now because there is no other breakpoint, so it will finish executing the whole JavaScript. And next we have this button, so that is used to step over the next function call. That means, so whenever we click on that, it will execute line by line, but whenever there is a function call, it will step over the function call. So here we are calling the function B. So if we click on that, so you can see it executed the function B here, but it will not go inside the function call to execute line by line. Instead it will just step over the function call and go the next line of the function call. And next we have the button that is used to step into the next function call. So that is the opposite of the previous button. Here if we click on that, it will execute line by line, but whenever there is a function call and if we click on that, so it will go inside the function and then we can execute line by line inside that function and we can analyze the code. And after that we have the button that is used to step out of the current function call. So this button is to exit out of the function that we are currently in. So if we just click on that, it will exit out of the function B. So now we are back in the function A. So if we click on that button again, it will exit the function A also. And next you have the step button. So that is basically used to execute JavaScript code line by line. So it doesn't matter whether there is a function or not, it will go inside the function and execute every JavaScript line by line. And after that we have this button, so that is used to pause and activate breakpoints in our script. So we can activate and deactivate breakpoints in our script. And after this we have this button, so that is used to pause whenever there is one exception in our code. And also here we have the watch, so that is used to watch different variables and expression in our script. So here we have added the variable A and C, and from here we can track the values of those variables. So you can see in this current stage of the execution of the script, C has the value of 30, which is from here, and A has the value of 10, which is from here. And after that we have the breakpoint, so that shows where we have added our breakpoint in the script. And then we have the scope, so that is used to check the scope and different variables in that scope. So locally we have this variable a with the value 10 that is coming from here, and then inside the script we have c with 30 that is coming from here, and after that we have the call stack. So that call stack is to track the calling of different functions. So first of all we have started from here, we have called the function a, and after that if we go to function b, then you can see the call stack shows first of all we started from the line number 16 from here, then we have gone to the function a, and after that we have gone to the function b. So call stack clearly shows the flow of execution of all the functions, and after that we can add different DOM breakpoints, we can add global listeners, and also we can add different event listeners. Like an example, we can add this keyboard event listener, we can add this key down, key up, and key pressed, and also we can add this input event also. And also we have this mouse event, so we can use that and we can add the click event of a mouse. And this way we have several other event listeners that we can use to analyze and debug the code. And also we have this console. So the console is used to analyze and execute different expressions and variables. Like an example, we can get the value of the variable c. So if we type c, it shows the value of that variable, and also we can check the type of that. So we have to write type of and then c. So you can see we are getting output as number, so type of c is number. So this way we can analyze different variables and expressions in that current state of execution. Even we can check the type of a, we have the output as function. So this way we can use the developer tool of the browser and we can easily add breakpoints, we can analyze the code. Here we can play, pause, and we can control the flow using different buttons. We can look at the scope, we can see the local scope, we can see the global scope also, we can check the call stack, we can add different event listeners, and using all of those debugging tools we can effectively, very efficiently debug our code in JavaScript. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.